Hello everyone, it's Katrin. I think I'm a few seconds late, but Facebook is doing something funny since the latest upgrades with the iOS, but here I am. Welcome, it's Wednesday, May 5th, and we are coming live from Portugal, and my name is Katrin. So I'm going live right now in a couple of groups and a few pages. For the people who haven't seen or heard me before, I'm Katrin with Blend Precisely and also Petal and Stem Aromatherapy, and we are coming live every week on Wednesdays, and mostly in our Blend Precisely group. But if there are some announcements or updates where everybody else might be interested in, we are also going live in other groups and other pages. So we have the Aromatherapists and Business group and page, as well as the Blend Precisely business group and page, and the Blend Precisely Academy. So welcome to this beautiful Wednesday. So today, specifically, we have a few items just, and one of them is we have a few new people who joined us at Blend Precisely, and I just wanted to quickly note that there are always 3 emails coming into your email box once you sign up with Blend Precisely. And Blend Precisely is our calculation tool, and if you sign up, the very first 3 emails should come towards your inbox. And in that inbox of yours, sometimes it lands in the spam folder. So try to check your spam folder as well. Unfortunately, Google is one of our favorite ones where everything lands in the spam folder or the promotional folder. So check there as well. So for everybody who is new to Blend Precisely, welcome, first of all. And also, you receive 2 passwords with every login, and one of them, that was my daughter. And one of them is to Blend Precisely, the app directly. And the other one is to Blend Precisely all the tutorials, all the lives we had in the past, and also a few hints and tricks to work in Blend Precisely. So I just wanted to make sure that everybody who's new knew that. And then we have a couple of announcements. We are really working hard on one of the big announcements, which is going to be happening in the next 1.5 months. And Seth is working hard on it, that we will be going live with a cosmetic formulation product site as well. So that means you will be able to truly do cosmetic formulations with phases A, B, and C, or with the water and oil phase, and then adding your additives and all the calculations around it. So we're working to get that one out to you in the next 1 to 1.5 months. And as I know software, it might take up to 2 months, but not too long anymore, because it's in the game already since last year, August, and we have been talking to quite a few people around cosmetic formulation. And I know the people who are part of our Blend Precisely group, they know as much as as they have listened to us already, that we are a big fan of formulating based on percentages in grams or milliliters and not on drops. So drops are all good and fine, but we see more and more a change from drops into true formulation, which we call cosmetic formulation, because they have been using true values since a long time, and that goes by percentages and it goes by grams at all times. So that one will be, hello Sylvia, nice to see you. Yeah, so that will be launched in the next 1.5 months. Seth, is that true? More or less. He's nodding. But you know what? Software developers are always nodding a little bit carefully, because if there's a German wife involved, they are trying to be as realistic as they can. But anyway, we have been working on it, so there will be a lot of excitement around it. And I think it's also going to help us as aromatherapists to start truly looking at the other side of potential cosmetic formulation and what else is involved. And I like to say that mostly we are obviously creating blends based on carrier oils and butters, and that's what we learn as well in most of our schools. But if we would like to go more into lotion creation, that means we would need to add some preservatives as well. And for that reason, I think it is a really good, let's say, we will have more of an advantage as an aromatherapist if we can also consider maybe, especially when we are making products, to not only make oil-based products, because the water-based products are very moisturizing and very beautiful. So I like that a lot. The cosmetic formulation courses out there are amazing. I know that Hannah Tusseron, she just in her, was it the monthly newsletter she just brought out, she mentioned that there's another course coming up with Lisa. Hi, Jackie. And I know Jackie, I think, took a course as well with Lisa. Lisa, right? I don't want to pronounce her wrong now, but I think she teaches cosmetic formulation. So that one will be announced through the Tusseron Institute. And I would highly recommend that actually to any aromatherapist if you have never done cosmetic formulations. Of course, if your plate is full, don't take any more courses. But if you have the capability or ability to go through one cosmetic formulation course, it will give you a completely new insight to cosmetic formulation, and it will bring you to another level for aromatherapy as well, because you can definitely differentiate your product line to another product line of another aromatherapist. So yes, so cosmetic formulation, Blend Precisely cosmetic formulation is coming in, what did I say? 1.5 months, approximately. Yes, okay, Jackie said, yes, love her course. Let me just put this message up. The new one is an evergreen class about GMP. What is GMP? Good day, Dan. Hello, welcome. And yeah, Jackie, if you can just say quickly what GMP is. I think I'm missing something, but it will be announced through the Tusseron Institute. So watch out for Hannah's emails, get on their newsletter as well, and you will be informed automatically. I truly love Lisa's recipes. I bought one of her recipe books, and that was about the shampoo bars. That was beautiful as well. So good manufacturing practices. There you go. Thank you, Jackie. Yeah, so that is something really nice. Oh, that's why you mentioned the clean counters. You're looking forward to the sparkling clean counters of Lisa, I believe. Yeah, so, okay, so that part is coming. That's just one announcement. And then the other one is that we received an email from another Blend Precisely user, and the question came up. She was from is from the Netherlands. The question came up if we can have user preferences in our Blend Precisely app, and the answer is yes, we can. And we have a little mock-up. And I believe, I'm always looking over there because Seth is sitting there today. And actually, I'm just asking because, yeah, come and say hi quickly. You haven't been in the picture for a long time. And the hair is fabulous today. So here he is. You can say hi through here. Look.
Hello.
So Seth is the guy behind Blend Precisely. And so we have the preferences, user preferences coming out, and that is something which has been requested by, hi, Sylvia says, hi, Seth, so cute. And that has been requested by, and Jackie, hi, Seth, by a user in the Netherlands. And that is something really, really helpful. So let me share my screen quickly so you can see what Seth is working on. And let me know if you can see my screen in a second. Share screen. Isn't that funny? Sometimes I feel like some of my lives I look extremely fat, and other times I'm just like okay with everything. Okay. And today I feel extremely fat, but you know, I just ate something unhealthy too. So let me know if you can see it. Oh no, that's not the one I wanted to show you. I'm coming to this one in a second. The true lives, right? So he sent me just this WhatsApp message. So basically you will be able to go into your preferences and then choose your preferences. If you only want to see your ingredients, you can check mark this as a default and then also show only my components. So this will make it a little bit easier, especially if you're already further in. Can you see my screen? Let me see. Let me just go back. Can you see my screen? That's my question now. It's always lovely if things don't work. Oh no, I am sharing, so you should be able to see it. So especially if you're further into, thank you, Seth. If you're further into the Blend Precisely app and using it already for a while, you will appreciate this, because once you start working with Blend Precisely, you most likely have added your own ingredients and your components. So you now can, or from this weekend on, can choose your ingredients to show them all the time and also your components. And then you will have the possibility to use your specific measurement unit and also your currency. So right now the default is US dollars, but you will be able to choose, if you're in Europe, for example, you will be able to choose euro as well. And that was already on our roadmap, but we pushed it forward because that question came up specifically. So I'm gonna stop sharing and see if you could see that one. This is really funky today. Here we go. Were you able to see that? Jackie, give me a thumb up if you were able to see my screen. So much easier. Exactly, Dan. So you don't need to scroll through all of the units anymore. You can just have your preferred units up on top. And for me, obviously, it's always grams and milliliters. And then when I make really, really small batches, I do have, okay, perfect. Thank you, Jackie. I have drops as well. So that one will be pushed this weekend and you will be able to set your preferences on Monday then. I'm always, or we think it's a good idea to push everything on the weekend because mostly we aromatherapists, from what I can see in my statistics, is that we are fairly quiet on the weekend. Hey, Sasha, can you come in just for a second? Because you're walking through for the 100th time, and say hi quickly. Hi. She just came back from pottery and looks especially everywhere. Yeah, so everywhere is pottery, pottery, pottery. Thank you. So she's walking by for the 100th time. So I wanted to quickly say, show you Sasha. And she's very patient most of the time because she's part of the entire family. And we always work somewhat on the weekend, and we are trying to not do that anymore. Anyway, Jackie says hi, Sasha. So that was something which is coming this weekend. So the user preferences, you can set them from this weekend on, and that will be brilliant. And then let me think. Oh, I wanted to show you one more time, not one more time, a different recipe. So this is especially if you're new or if you're creating products. So once you enter Blend Precisely, you know that we have over 600 pre-populated raw ingredients now. And they're super, super helpful if you want to get a quick start and something else. But I also remind everyone that that it is important to enter your own ingredients because the prices vary greatly. And I truly hope that most of the aromatherapists out there, are you married, Sasha? Dan? Dan? No. No, not until 18. And so we have the possibility to upload our own ingredients or to add them as well one by one, however you have time, and when you need help, you let us know too. But when you are creating your recipes with the pre-populated ingredients from Blend Precisely, they are mostly really, Dan. And then Jackie comes, laughing out loud, Dan. Yes, indeed. They are mostly coming with retail prices. And the reason is we need we cannot look into everybody's accounts coming from Blend Therapy, Aromatics, Oshadi, Mountain Rose Herbs, Floriana, whoever is out there, they all have different prices. So what we did with all of the pre-populated prices is that we took pretty much mostly organic essential oils and an average of what we saw on the market currently for the retail prices. Now, for example, if you buy a hydrosol, a peppermint hydrosol at Aromatics, you will pay I believe around $20 right now, and that is before sales tax. And that is for 100 milliliters, so almost 2 ounces. And if you create recipes with that, with this kind of price, you will end up having really, really high retail prices, whatever you need to give your customer. So for us as aromatherapists, not only that we need to study everything, but we also have to source our materials which allow us to create a profit in our business. So I just wanted to demonstrate one more time what the difference is between a blend, in this case I made a mosquito blend, between using the Blend Precisely prices, retail prices. They are not made up prices or fake prices or anything like this. They are retail prices versus when you get wholesale prices. So I'm gonna start sharing my screen one more time. And then we'll see. I would love, yes, Jackie, by the way, yes. So I would love to be able to change the default price. And you're probably saying that if it's going to be on the fly as well. I believe it's like if you can open it up and you don't need to add all your own ingredients. And let me know if I'm wrong, Jackie. You can open up the screen where all of the ingredients show up, and you go in then and just change your prices. Is that what you were thinking? And let me know, because that again is on the roadmap as well. And I'm not going to disturb Seth one more time, but actually changing your prices on the fly is coming out as well. So yes, stay tuned for that, if that is what you meant, Jackie. Okay, so let me just share my screen one more time and show you these 2 different recipes. The first one will be the retail prices, and the second one will be the ones when I use wholesale. Okay. All right, obviously you can see all of this. And now you should be able to see my other screens. So let me show you. I have this one here, not here. Let me just go here. Here it is. So for the first one, I took a screenshot because I entered this one, and then the other one I'm going to show you. So this one here is a bug and mosquito repellent spray. And as you can see, 100 milliliters of peppermint hydrosol is $17.44. And then we have cedarwood atlas, citronella, peppermint patchouli, palmarosa, and then the soluble in there, so the essential oils get mixed with the water. And if you look at this recipe, it's 102 grams, and the recipe price is $18.89. So that means everybody who goes right now out and purchases the bottles at retail price, you will create a 100 milliliter bottle, which is almost like 2 ounces, and your price will be $18.89 with these oils in 100 milliliter hydrosol. And I added also the glass amber bottle, spray bottle, which you can also purchase in as a retail price of 100 milliliters, and then the container added. Your costs will be $21.64. Now, I often have a markup of 3 to 5, sometimes even 6, depending what kind of product I'm creating. But you couldn't sell this one for $64.91. Plus tax would need to be added, and maybe even shipping. You're at like easily $70, $72. That is impossible. This way, I think personally, from my point of view at least, you will not be able to have a sustainable business with these prices. That's pretty clear to me. Now let's move over and go to the recipe. It's the same recipe, and we can go back and forth. But I wanted to show you that recipe. Let me just go back in here. So you probably just saw that. And let's go over here. So let me pull up that mosquito recipe in my, oops, that was the, hang on just a second, my mosquito recipe. Mosquito, and that is the same ingredients, only that I used my wholesale prices. And as you can see, the price actually went down of the recipe creation to $2.55, and we had $18.89. The container I was able to source also much cheaper than often the case is. Why do I have problems going back with the screen? Okay. The container is $1.60, so I took an amber bottle, 100 milliliters, and an atomizer, which is like these spray tops for one, and those ones are actually quite expensive. But anyway, those are my prices. And then I was able to take my costs down to $4.15, which allows me a markup of 3 times 3 for $12.44. Now, in some areas, you can sell 100 or 2 ounce mosquito repellent for 18 or 20. And let me know what you think actually 2 ounce bottle, almost a 2 ounce bottle, could go for. So if I put a profit margin of 6 here, I'm at $25. So that means my profit margin is somewhere around $20. And that is something you can work with. Or even if you go down, it's depending. If you go to an art market, it's different than getting it into a store where you have to sell wholesale and so on. But you have way more to play with. And actually what I did as well, and that is something else we are working on, but I added a little bit of my time to it as well. And let me just see if I find that. I did something experimental today. But here you can see the traditional hourly wage right now is $15 or $14 in California per hour. So I said, okay, you know what? To create this one right now, it took me maybe 20 minutes, including getting everything out, putting my gloves on, So I added another $2.80 as a preparation cost, basically. And I put this one to the containers, and then it's being actually added to the retail price. And then you can, of course, say, well, if it took me 1 hour to research the recipe, then you put an hour in. It's depending. So I just wanted to show you one more time clearly that you do need to or should try to get your retail prices. So at the end, you have a higher profit margin. You have more to play with. And you also will be able, let me come back here, you also will be able to work with different customers. So you can sell the product on an art market, for example, or crafts market, but you can also bring it into a store. You can also put a discount on it. So with a profit margin of just 2, you can hardly ever discount your products because there's just no margin in it at all. So that is just something really important to keep in mind. And that's why I wanted to show you basically the 2 differences between these 2 recipes one more time and see what you think. And actually what you think. Well, I wonder what you would sell 100 milliliter, 2 ounce mosquito repellent spray for. I'm just curious, what you think. At this point, I'm curious to hear what you would sell it for. So Jackie, back to the message. Yes, if I had a private list on my account that was a copy of yours, then I could change the prices to match my own use, and then probably change the supplier as well, so you have a full view of your supplier, right? Exactly. I think that's it. Yeah. So. Yeah, I think that is really important to keep in mind. Especially this one was especially for someone who just started out as an aromatherapist, or for someone who is working with Blend Precisely, and you're actually looking at the prices or what you could do. So in my many years of being in business right now, I think if I learned one thing is like creating a profit margin big enough for you to create different promotional efforts, like discounting, sometimes a giveaway, or giving it into a store, or doing retail, just straight on retail, where of course it's your biggest profit margin. You will make the biggest gain if you can go retail. But I think we often undersell our products a little bit, because we tend to just come out of school and then we get set on a certain price and so on. So my technique is much more in the beginning, give a few products away for free and see what people think, if they work, if they like them, and then I'm gonna set a price after I did my market research. But that's something what we are going to tackle tomorrow in the Blend Precisely Academy as well, with the prices and where your profit offerings lie. So I'm not going to talk too much about it. Anyway, so that's it for me today. It's for me and from me. And I just learned, I have a question for everybody who's online. Is it I go to school on foot, or is it I go to school by foot? There was a discussion because in English, in Sasha's English book today, it's on foot. But I always say by foot, and Seth was a little bit divided up. He said it's depending on how you structure the sentence and something like this. He's nodding. But is it I go to school on foot or I go to school by foot? Question mark. Let me know, because that's my English lesson I need to give to Sasha today. All right, everyone. Thank you for watching. It's been lovely again to have you here. Jackie says I would say it depends as well. That doesn't make it easier. How should I explain that to a little German-speaking girl? Anyway, thank you very much. And I will talk to some of you tomorrow and to others next week, Wednesday. All right, have everyone has a really nice weekend. Wednesday evening. Ciao, ciao.